Hi everyone, welcome to my first YouTube video on the Daft Punk fan channel. Essentially, this will be the beginning of the series where I review songs that I particularly think should be talked about. So for our first song today, we're going to be reviewing Funk" by Daft Punk. So for our reviews, we're going to go about it in different ways. We're going to rate the musicality of it, the lyrics, if applicable, and the vibe of it. And we're also going to be rating, if applicable, a music video as well. All right, so for starters, number one, Funk", if you don't know, is one of the first singles by Daft Punk from about 1995, I believe, and also appeared on their first album, Homework. So Funk", to start off, starts off, you listen to it. Feel free to listen along too. I don't want to put this song in this video because it's going to get like copyright strike to oblivion, but it's fine. So if you listen to it, feel free to listen to it as you listen to this review as well. It opens with sort of a busy sidewalk, a New York sidewalk. Now that is sampled from a archive or sort of music audio sample base where you could sample from Hollywood movies or Hollywood blockbuster stuff like that. And it sort of opens with a muffled, high filtered version of the synth melody, the wow 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 wow, without the bass. It's just sort of very hollow, thin, skinny sort of. And then it sort of cuts into the drums. Now the drums, after doing some research, it's a combo of a 909 and an 808 drum sort of mixed together. So it's just there, and then it goes into a sort of hollow sounding do 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 do. Now that is actually a sample from a Barry White song. I can't remember which song off the top of my head, but if you do research it, you can find that. So it's from a Barry White song, and it goes straight into the next part, the dun dun, just a constant crazy bass, it aligns with the kick drums to just make it powerful, stereo busting sound. Really good. And as the song progresses, it adds different layers. So it goes from the dun dun with the bass and the kick, and it adds the synth from the beginning, the shallow synth on the wow 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 wow. Really great. Synth line, probably one of the most iconic synth lines, I think, in acid house, in French touch. And then it sort of continues on, and it adds the wow 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 with the bass sort of. And then as the song goes on, there's an interlude where it's like dun 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 dun. That's another synth line, and then you get yet another synth line as the song goes on that goes wow 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 wow, something like that sort of. It's like a screeching electric guitar punk sounding synth line. It's amazing, and if you listen to it with headphones on, just the big headphones, it really scratches the brain. It's sort of like getting into your brain, like, yeah, this is the synth line, the it's scratching like a record in your brain. It's really great synth line. And it comes back, and it just sort of adds the kick drum again, the dun dun with the wah 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 wah, and then all of that comes back together. All the synth lines, the dun 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 with the wow 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 with the wow 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 wow. It sort of gets more. It just entrances you and hypnotizes you as you listen to it. Really great stuff going on. And then there's a final, I believe it's a synth line or a sample. I'm not quite too sure, but it's like it's on the high ends of the end, towards the end of the song. And the song just sort of ends with it, slowly going volume down. Which is a fine way to end the song, yes. So let's start with the first categories. Musicality, as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. What I would maybe have liked to have different is maybe it could have taken more creative liberties. Like, for example, the album version is really good, but if you listen to their live version from a live 1997, this version sort of feels like it's trying to contain itself for like a job interview or something. But still, really great overall. But I feel like they could have tapped into more of the live sound that they used for their live tours. Second, lyrics. There's no lyrics, obviously. That's quite all right. The synth line is still pretty nice to sing along to. You know, wow, 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 wow. And later on down the line, as they get more popular, and you see the 2007 Alive tour, if you listen, you can hear the crowd sort of singing along with the synth line, which is pretty funny. Um, so lyrics, it's not applicable, but that's fine. Doesn't really have to matter for that one. Now let's see. The next part, vibe. So this is sort of like, I don't know how to describe it. Well, yeah, the vibe is sort of like, a cool house party. You got some drinks going on. You got some friends hanging out. You know, everyone's just sort of having a fun time. Maybe some people are, head nodding. But overall, this just feels like a sort of house party, underground party, underground warehouse type party. Very 90s electronic sound. And actually pretty high quality for the 90s. Daft Punk took their song quality, especially in the 90s era, very seriously. And so if you listen to other electronic sounds at this time, you can tell the Homework and Daft Punk sound is just infinitely superior quality, higher fidelity. So I'll give the vibe probably a 9 out of 10, pretty good, right? And then as for the music video, so now the music video, if you've ever watched it, it's a dog named Charles the dog. He has a broken leg and he goes through a series of misfortunes in New York while the song is playing on his little boombox speaker. In that music video, the speaker is playing a faster version of Defunk. Not really my cup of tea, but it sort of matches the fast paced misfortunes he's going through, like getting his stuff knocked over, almost falling over, missing a bus with the girl he likes on. That's on. Yeah. So the music video, if you listen to it or watch it, I should say, really fun time, really interesting, and it sort of adds a chaotic energy to Defunk in and of itself. So I'll give the music video probably a 6 out of no, I'll say a 6.5 out of 10. It's not too terrible, but I just don't really like seeing the dog be sort of humiliated and going through misfortunes, But in a future song review, we'll talk about the dog does have a happy ending. So thanks for sticking around for this song review. Overall, I'd say Defunk is an extremely iconic song from the 90s, late 90s in electronic music, and one of Daft Punk's like defining records where they really like showed their style, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to shake up in the music industry. So honestly, yeah, this song I'd give a solid 9 out of 10. So, once again, listen to Defunk and listen to the live version of Defunk. They're both great listens. And also watch the music video for Defunk. It's just amazing. Great sound production, great production overall from Guy Manuel and Thomas. Amazing how they were able to do that with just a 303 synthesizer, some drum machines, and whatever the heck they had else laying around in their and samplers, I mean, and whatever the heck they had laying around in their home studio. Well, thanks for listening. The next song will probably be maybe another Daft Punk song or something else. We'll have to see. Okay, thank you. Stay safe. Goodbye.